What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are doing good. Quick little news for you. Debate comment section. Just a couple of random facts that I found out is very interesting. How people are oblivious. People don't know anything. People are stupid. One thing. Let's go with the first thing. There was a miscarriage in Georgia. A lady apparently had a miscarriage, and now she's arrested for the miscarriage. Wrong. Not true. The reason why she got arrested is because, to the reports right now, she threw the body away in the dumpster, and that's why she got arrested. And it literally just happened less than 48 hours ago. So, not all the details yet, but the media and the Instagram people online are going fucking crazy. Like, you can't have a miscarriage anymore. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. It's not illegal to have a miscarriage. Things happen. Now, if you force yourself to have a miscarriage, then it might be problematic that you might get in trouble in certain states. But that's different than a fucking natural miscarriage. So, debunked. And, I think it's funny how the outrage of, we're going to lose rights. What rights are you lost? What rights have women lost compared to men in the past few months? What trans rights have lost? Oh, you can't show your dick to kids? It's not a right. It's weird. But if I make a dirty joke, I'm the weird person. But there's actually people trying to do that shit in other states right now. And probably trying to do it right now. Oh, I'm going to walk into this bathroom and do this. But if I make a dirty joke, I'm the bad guy. It makes no sense to me how the world is these days. Another thing is, talking about illegal immigrants. About 3 or 4 people in the past 72 hours have gave me the same bullshit statistic of illegal immigrants paid $96 billion in taxation in 2022. And I love that they make up numbers just out of thin air, and everyone believes it because one person posted it and they believe that's a true number. And let's say, for sake of argument, that is a true number. That's a pretty high number just in sales tax. Really and truly. Because what other tax can you pay if you're illegal? You can't pay income tax, Social Security tax, Medicare tax, Medicaid tax. You can't pay any of those, business tax. You can't pay any of those unless you have a stolen security, Social Security number. Then you committed another crime if you have that. So, no. Government does not allow just random people to pay taxes. You have to have a number, and you have to have paperwork, and you have to have information. You have to be here illegally. They would tax everyone if they could, but to my knowledge, they haven't done that. So I debunked them. It was hilarious. One person, was so confident in trying to get me. And I'm like, bring the number up and prove it. And then me, I'm a business owner, I have to pay a couple other taxes. And then as a white man in South Carolina, I pay these taxes. Illegal immigrants don't have to pay those taxes because they don't have a Social Security number. They don't have a business number. They don't have any of that shit. So it's false. It's trying to get out on me. I don't want it to, though. I want to finish it. Anyway, another thing is, you might have seen it, is a lady got arrested the other day, and people was like, oh, no compassion, the ICE agents have no compassion. She's been here 39 years. 39 years. Illegally. You know how many presidents have passed through her during the time she's been here? She could have got a green card with Obama. Probably under the first Trump administration. Definitely over the last Biden administration. She could have been legal if she chose to. So it's 39 years of taxes she didn't pay. Now, if she did pay federal income tax, then how does she pay that? Because she stole a number? So she committed another crime? Where does she work? What benefits did she get? You know? And if she worked, the employer had to know she was illegal. They had to. Somehow, some way. Because they didn't do payroll tax. But somehow, they had no compassion for her. And if you watch the video on the security camera of our house or something, they let her hug everyone goodbye. And then they put her in handcuffs and took her away. No compassion. She's been here 39 years abusing the system. And I don't care if she wasn't on food stamps or any of that shit. She still abused the system. Because anyone else that's been here for 39 years or working 39 years in the country gets taxed fucking 35-40% hard in the ass. You know? If you're a white person. Another thing was, I said something to someone under the thing of like, you sound boosted or just go get another boost, something to that effect. I think I told the guy, go get another booster. And someone said, how is that being mean? Like, you magtards and MAGA people and conservatives, you think that's an insult. And I made a beautiful comment saying it wasn't an insult. I meant it as an insult. Because the video was stupid, because he was completely wrong on illegal immigration, but in taxation. But it is an insult if someone says that. I take it as an insult, because if you back up a little bit to 2021, when everyone, trust the science and social distance and follow the bullshit, if we didn't do it, we was the ones in trouble. If you didn't close your business down and, step on the little red squares at CVS, you was the problem. If you didn't get the needle like they told you to, you was the problem. And they still trying to spin that shit now with the measles, So I'm going to ash it. It's ashen really dark. It's like, oh, all these Republicans are causing it. RFK's causing them. Like, they've been in office for 3 months. How did they cause this? That's my question. And 2, what gives the fucking government the right to tell you what you should have in your body, or what your children should have in the body? That is a good way to get a shotgun in your fucking face at my house. Me and my wife is currently pregnant. We are due this summer. Luckily, we found a doctor that is, I would say, common sense doctor. She's young, not maybe 40 at most. Very sweet, very nice lady. And she's like, yep, whatever you guys want, we will do. Awesome. Great. I was telling someone in a group chat of mine, I was saying, I think she's like I would call her like a libertarian, or just, parents have more rights doctor. She believes parents have the right to choose what we want to do. And we have a few things that we want to do and we're going to do. And that's it. There's no other ifs, ands, buts about it. And I don't care if everyone else says, oh, you're not supposed to do that. Well, we're going to fucking do it, because it's not your kid. You want to go have another kid and fuck them up? You want to raise them the way you want to raise them? Do it. And I think it's funny how the people that bitch the most about, you should raise your kids a certain way, you look at their kids, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Look at your kids, and you want me to take advice from you on just basic parenting? But I'm the bad guy. I'm the problem, obviously. Like homeschooling. We have people in our family that don't want us to homeschool. We have other people that don't care. But we have friends that we know that are homeschooled. I have family friends that are homeschooled, and perfectly fine, you know. And I'm like, they are smarter than me, in my opinion. But I'm the retarded one. So I'm not gonna be able to teach English to the kids, but I will teach redneck stuff, chickens, math, history. I could do all that, as long as Mary teaches them how to write and teaches them how to write cursive also. I can do basically everything else. Science experiments. We already done gasoline experiments. If you have 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, whatever age, throw some gasoline on a fire and show what it does. I was taught that. I remember my granddad doing it right at the chicken farm. He had a tin can, he put some gasoline in it, and he threw it on a fire and showed what it did. And like, that's what it does, and that's what diesel does. So we know, don't do this, because that's how accidents happen. You have to teach people how to do it. Now the air conditioner turns off while I'm ending my video. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything's going the way you want to. It's going the right direction for me, slowly and surely. About a month ago, me and my wife had a, little heart attack, but got some jobs lined up. Really happy with that. She's doing good at work. The government gave us a few dollars back from taxes. Business, my Taekwondo school's popping off. I'm selling eggs like crazy. Like literally, last week I packaged one day 25 dozen eggs. 2 days I sold over 30. Literally. And I was like, I'm getting 6-7 dozen a day on the high end, 4 to 5 dozen normal. I was selling them like hell last week. This week, I sold 14 dozen, 15 dozen, something like that. So we stack them up, put them in a box, and then sell left and right. So I sold 5 dozen to one person on a Tuesday. Sold her 2 dozen. Thursday, a parent, she wanted to buy 3 more dozen. I'm like, here you go. I'm not gonna complain. You got money, I got eggs. Pretty simple. $3 a dozen all day long. So, and a couple people have been telling me up my price. No reason to. My chickens get a lot of their food for free anyway, and they free range as much as possible. So, shit, you have chickens and you don't want to let them out until you get home, let them out, especially now, summertime. Let them out 5 o'clock until 8 o'clock, until dark time, 3 hours, something like that. Let them out. You cut your food bill in half instantly just by doing that. So, just make sure they have a lot of water. Because they do drink water. You'd be surprised. They do drink water, especially meat birds. 5 gallons of water is nothing. So, anyway, you guys have a good one. See you guys later.